This building is haunted. Today, 44 Gerrard Street East is the Center for Urban Energy at Ryerson University. When the building first opened in February 1887, it was the Ontario College of Pharmacy, where bodies were allegedly kept in the pharmacy's morgue. But by 1971, the Ryerson Theatre School opened. Over the years, students and faculty have reported strange things happening inside the building. In 1990, the Ryersonian reported that a security guard heard a piano playing in the empty building. Other reports include repeated sightings of what appears to be a white female figure in the hallways behind the McAllister studio. In late 2017, the original building was torn down and rebuilt as Ryerson Center for Urban Innovation. However, the building still retains some of its original structure from 1886. Now that 44 Gerrard Street East has undergone serious reconstruction, are the ghosts that allegedly haunt this building still lingering? Rosemary is a third-generation psychic medium from Psychic Talent Agency. She says there are several spirits occupying 44 Gerrard Street East. She's on campus today to help us get in contact with them.
I'm getting a name that is Jeanette. She was, I guess what we would say today, homeless. Certainly I do know from some of the limited research I did that there was a school of pharmacy here. And I know that at one point they did offer money for people, very little money, for people to be involved in some of the research. And she's one of the individuals who came in. She feels she was duped because she came and she was used in part of an experiment that resulted in her death. Some of the pharmaceutical ingredients that were used were caustic, and this caused a burning out within her esophagus and into her digestive systems. Okay, she will be emotional, so I will be emotional for a few moments. She wants some tulips placed in the park, and she wants to be thought of, and she wants that her life really stood for something, meant something. If we can care for just a few moments, then she's happy. It's funny because she tells me that some of her fellow spirits consider her to be a bully. She wants to be recognized and she wants her tulips. Right? She's hoping she's not frightening people, but when people do see her, and she may appear from time to time, she just wants them to know that that's almost like her little salute and hello, and almost in some cases an endorsement. There's more. Okay. There are a number of children. There are about 6 or 8 children that I have a sense of at the moment who were as well involved in research work, and this is mostly pharmacy and in part I get a mortuary. One of them says we were waifs, which in today's vernacular would mean that they were children who were now either homeless and parentless. Many of them were just handed over for the money. They were loaned out for different needs, pretty much for experimentation. One of the children is talking about their fear. I think there used to be a lot of rats, mice, things running around. I mean, sanitary conditions then were quite different than they are today. So one of them has a terrible fear of that, and one of them does watch the premises to make sure that isn't happening again. This little one has a British accent and almost like a Cockney accent, saying that they're here to make sure that this won't happen again, not on my time. So it's kind of interesting. I think this little boy's name is Gerrard.
In addition to Janet and Gerrard, Rosemary was able to share information about some other spirits occupying this building. Finally, Rosemary channeled the Source, which is the creator and the highest energy in the work Rosemary does. She asked the Source for guidance on what would be most effective at the moment for this building.
There must be many interventions undertaken in the area of economics for running a venture such as this, environment for the effect that this has on people and our planet, and most greatly on knowledge that we forward and that we share. No longer is the day where awards and recognition of this manner is enough. It is no longer of the greatest importance. What is of the greatest importance is the finding of collaborative solutions to modern-day problems. Many opportunities are under consideration, all of which would bring funding, all of which will serve purpose, but the question must be, what is greatest purpose? And based on this, all decisions must be hinged. Blessings and good fortune as you move forward. We will watch, we will guide, we will protect as best we can.